God showed me the secret to how to be courageous even if you don't feel courageous. And I'll show you how to apply that secret to transform your life forever. For much of childhood, my life was ruled by fear and timidity. It was pathetic. Fear caused me to quit about everything I started, including my first year of preschool and every sports team my parents persuaded me to try. Then in kindergarten, I was so afraid to read aloud that teachers thought that I had a learning problem. I once even ran out of a hospital just before a surgery. I could go on and on. Now, unsurprisingly, this root of fear from childhood had very negative effects that lasted into my early adulthood. Afraid of rejection, I often avoided certain people, situations, and opportunities. So resultantly, my relationships were few and often kept at a distance. When God called me to ministry, I quickly realized that I couldn't bring this root of fear along on the journey. Somehow, some way, I need to eradicate the dread and trepidation that ruled me for so long. When I sought God for help, He showed me something that revolutionized my life. He zeroed me in to the instructions He gave to Joshua to enter the Promised Land. Now, to get the full picture, you have to understand what Joshua faced in this moment. After the death of Moses, the Lord tasked Joshua to lead His restless people into an unknown land that was earlier reported to be occupied by giants. And then to add to the difficulty, in order to get there, they'd have to cross the Jordan River at flood stage. This meant stepping into water in over their heads. With so much stacked against him, I doubt Joshua was immune to feelings of fear. But here's what caught my attention. 3 times in His instructions, God encouraged Joshua to be strong and courageous. Notice that God never said to feel strong and courageous. No, He said to be. There's a big difference between the two. You see, feeling is an emotion that comes and goes. The word be, however, means to occupy a position. In other words, God instructed Joshua to make a decision, to take a position of courage, despite whether or not he felt courageous. I took God's words to Joshua to heart and started to apply this in my life. And to do so, I had to keep God's word running through my mind and my mouth. Declarations of verses such as Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Him who strengthens me, were especially effective to help me deny my feelings and take the position of courage. And my life today is a testimony that it works. Do you feel afraid or timid about something? You can't wait to feel strong and courageous. No, in whatever you face, you must use God's word to lead your feelings and decide to be strong and courageous.